Maine's North Woods, an immensity difficult to comprehend, an endless ocean of green, unbroken by a single settlement or paved road, the largest tract of undeveloped forest land east of the Rockies.
It is just a giant mass of woods. The furthest hill you can see times 4. It's just forever, and it looks like this.
These are the unorganized territories of Maine, most of it private land actively worked by timber companies, but stored in these woods is a vast untapped potential, one that, with proper management, may offer our best chance at addressing the looming climate crisis and offsetting the carbon emissions heating our atmosphere.
What it amounts to is over 500 million metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalents. Now, what does that mean? That means taking 1 million cars off the road for a century. So this is huge.
This is Chronicle on WCVB Channel 5.
Bradford Camps, a sporting camp since 1890, its spot on Munsungan Lake, north of Katahdin and Baxter Park, so remote, so difficult to get to, most guests come in by float plane.
On a busy day, it might be 5 hours of flying and 25 flights.
When Igor Sikorsky and his wife Karen first pulled into Bradford Camps 25 years ago, they sensed their life was about to change.
And we hadn't even seen like a cabin yet. We just felt that this was a place for us, our place.
And do you remember at first we thought, wow, it's really remote. Maybe
away.
This is too remote.
Yeah.
They bought the place and have worked hard to be good stewards of this traditional way of living in the North Woods, from cooking up a batch of beanhole beans to the use of lake ice cut in January, preserved in sawdust, and stored in the old ice house through fall.
We're delivering just a little bit of a break from that mayhem out there. The background noise out there is really loud.
It's a peace and quiet that is guaranteed forever. You see, the sporting camp sits in the middle of 3/4 acres of protected land. Igor and Karen joined with the New England Forestry Foundation to help create the Pingree Partnership, the largest conservation easement in the history of the United States.
And we happen to be sort of luckily plunked in the middle of it.
If you manage the forest well, you can grow and harvest more wood, and you're going to benefit wildlife, and you're going to mitigate climate change, all at the same time.
Alec Giffen has spent 50 years working on forest issues. Former Maine State Forester, Giffen's busy these days trying to convince landowners there's a better way to manage our forests.
It is ambitious. It is ambitious, but hey, the world gets changed by having ambitions and vision.
Giffen is with the New England Forestry Foundation, or NEF, the nonprofit behind the historic preservation of the woods around Bradford Camps. NEF has published a study, years in the making, establishing new standards for what they call exemplary forestry. It's a sustainable approach to forestry based on careful selective cuts to encourage trees of diverse age and species. The end result, according to NEF's data, better wildlife habitat and more quality wood for the timber industry. Most importantly, healthier forests will better mitigate climate change. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
It means it's not in the air, it's in the forest.
Robert Purcell, Executive Director of NEF.
I think there's 31.7 billion trees in our forest right now. All of those trees are holding carbon.
Purcell believes our forests could be much healthier and absorb and store much more carbon than they do now. He calls it the 30% solution.
Which means 30% of the amount of reduction that we need to make in carbon in the atmosphere over the next 30 years, we can achieve by practicing this kind of forestry. That's very, very significant, very large.
And frankly, I don't know how we're going to achieve our climate change objectives if we don't capitalize on the opportunity that forests present us to do that.
Alec Giffen spent years analyzing data gathered from properties Neff has managed over the last 75 years to come up with the exemplary forestry recommendations. But for this longtime forester and certified mastermind guide, concern for the health of these woods is rooted in something more personal.
You get embedded in the place. This is the place that I know and part of the world that I really love. I tell people that Maine is like an incurable illness, that once you catch it, you're done.
And most of the land in the North Woods is owned by paper companies.
Right, and the New England Forestry Foundation says the real challenge is to create some economic incentives so the companies will practice sustainable forestry. There's a variety of ways to do that, tax policy, carbon credits, but that's the challenge, to challenge them to be more sustainable.
Okay. Up next, here today, gone tomorrow.